He was one of the most feared and sought after suspects in our area. And for months, police in Gastonia only had this sketch of a man accused of targeting women inside their own homes, even raping and kidnapping one of them. Well, now police say the suspect is off the streets and behind bars, but investigators are still trying to determine if he is connected to even more frightening cases like a peeping Tom incident. Gaston County Bureau reporter Ken Lemon was the first to learn about the arrest. And Ken, you even talked to one woman whose case helped police track this person down.
Yeah, Erica, she is still afraid, but she's happy that the case against Trevon Short is moving forward here. In case police said that he broke into her home while she and her children were asleep, but he made a critical mistake. She asked us not to show her face.
It really angers me.
Her apartment was broken into 9 months ago, but the feeling of being violated is still fresh.
I was afraid. My heart was pounding. My heart was broken.
A man broke into her apartment on East Hudson Boulevard as she and her family slept. He even went into a child's bedroom and stole video games. Police say her burglar is Trevon Short, the same man that they say broke into a woman's apartment in that same apartment complex in January. They say he raped that woman. Police later realized Short lived there too.
A very scary situation even staying there because he could have done anything to us.
After the rape, police only had this sketch as a lead to their suspect. In that same time frame, in that same complex, police had several more unsolved cases, including this one.
Someone just woke my kids up trying to get into their window.
That call is one of two peeping Tom cases. There were also two break-ins. In one break-in, a woman's boyfriend was home and chased the suspect away. No arrests in those cases or this one. Someone captured this video of a man fitting the same description as that rape suspect. He was checking sliding doors and windows at a nearby apartment complex. The calls to police ended when Short moved out. He pawned items stolen from this woman, and the pawn shop alerted police. They were able to connect Short to the break-in at her apartment, another at a neighboring apartment, and the rape of a woman who woke to find a stranger in her home. And police were able to quickly mount searches after many of those cases, even at times getting K9 out quickly to look, but each time the suspect was long gone. It now appears that at least in 3 of those cases, that suspect may not have fled the scene, but may have just gone into a nearby apartment, Erica.
Wow, so close, and thankfully they caught what they believe is the suspect. Thanks to persistence from the victims and the police. Thank you, Ken.